wanted to talk a little bit today about confidence, how to get confidence, how to develop confidence. Confidence is really our natural state of being. A young kid will try to walk and fall down and get back up and try again, learning something from the initial experience. And so it's not a question of them ever wondering, am I ever going to be able to walk? They just are going to do it until they're able to walk. Somewhere along the way, we begin thinking things and believing things that stop us from thinking we can do something. And these are all thoughts, beliefs, things we develop along the way. Our natural default position is confidence. We don't question whether we'll be able to do something. The assumption is that you're certainly going to be able to do it once you have enough practice. And so to develop confidence in any context, the number one thing is we have to have some capability of doing what it is we're trying to do. If we're trying to ride a horse over a 2-foot jump, we have to develop the skills to do that. So that's the first thing. In the real world, we've got to develop the physical skill sets in order to do it. The second thing is monitor your thoughts, because this is where people get sidetracked into disrupting their natural state of confidence. They question themselves, they have doubts. Self-doubt is a normal thing for any human being. We're going to naturally, at some point along the way, question our ability to do something. And that's a normal thing that happens to all of us as humans. The question is, are we going to continue to think that thought loop over and over again to the point where we begin to believe it, or at least have such a large doubt that it impedes our ability to do something? Monitor your thoughts. And when you're thinking thoughts that aren't helpful, forget about true, focus on what's helpful, upgrade to a thought that is more helpful. Now, if you can't yet say to yourself, I'm going to be able to do this, I can jump this 3-foot jump. In order to do that, you have to believe that you can do it rather than question whether or not you can do it. If you're not to the level that you believe that you can do it, you can change the wording a little bit and say, I'm becoming more competent, more capable. I'm becoming a good enough rider. This is becoming easier and easier for me to make this jump. You want to say something truthful, because if you doubt what you're saying, there's going to be a little voice inside your head that's going to say that's nonsense. You know that's not true. And if that's going on, if it's not a congruent thought, if it's not a thought that you're able to embrace, tweak your language. I'm on my way to becoming a great rider. I'm getting better and better every time I attempt this jump. I notice that my skills are improving. It's becoming easier and easier. Say something to yourself that you can believe. Because if somebody gives themselves an affirmation that they don't believe, it's going to fall on deaf ears. It's not going to do you any good. It's important that the stuff you're telling yourself is something that you can believe. If you can't quite believe what it is you're saying, take it down a notch. If you don't believe you're a great rider, I'm becoming a great rider. It's becoming easier for me to do this. You want to use language that is truthful to yourself, because you can't lie to yourself. You can lie to yourself, but if you don't believe, it's not going to do you much good. The other thing to keep in mind is that confidence is something that's always being developed. And so you're either getting closer to or further away from who it is you want to become. And if it's not taking you closer to, you can bet it's taking you further away. First of all, get the skills that you need in the real world, the physical skills. And if you don't have them yet, you can do that. There's people you can model. There's people who will teach you. The second thing is to monitor your language to yourself, the things you're saying, the things you're thinking to yourself, and upgrade it. Say something that you yourself can believe. Those are just a few things to get you on the right track in terms of developing your confidence, building your confidence. It's an ongoing process. It's not something that all of a sudden have it and we're there, it's finished. We're never finished. We're continually a work in progress. Tom Mulryan, EquestrianHypnoCoach.com. Follow me for more.